A sob rose in Lydia King's throat as she stared at the calendar on her kitchen wall. A year ago today, she'd buried her husband after having been married only 5 short years. Oh, how she wished she could bring Jeremiah back. She glanced at her 4-year-old son Josh, who sat at the table, coloring a picture of a yellow cat. The sweet-tempered boy had Lydia's tawny blonde hair and his daddy's big brown eyes. He was endlessly curious and enjoyed all kinds of animals, 2 more of his father's traits. Lydia blinked to keep her tears from spilling over. Josh needed his father as much as she needed her husband. It wasn't fair that Jeremiah had been killed in a logging accident, leaving her alone to earn a living and raise their son. The muscles in the back of her neck tightened. It wasn't fair that 2 weeks ago she'd lost her job at the restaurant in Arthur, Illinois, because business was so slow that the restaurant may have to close. She'd looked everywhere for another job, but there were none to be had. The rent on their small home was coming due in a few days, and with her funds running low, Lydia didn't know what she should do. She needed to provide for Josh, and without a job, she'd soon be out of money and unable to pay any of her bills. Unlike her English friends who'd also been laid off, Lydia would not rely on unemployment checks because her Amish community believed they should rely on each other and God rather than on insurance. Lydia had no family living nearby to offer her support. When she and Jeremiah had first moved to Illinois from their home in Wisconsin, they'd made quite a few friends in the local Amish community. Those friends had been quick to help Lydia financially after Jeremiah's death. But she couldn't expect them to provide for her and Josh forever. They had families of their own to support, and Lydia wanted to make it on her own. "Oh, Lord, please tell me what to do," she prayed. "I need some direction." Her gaze came to rest on the stack of mail lying on the table, unopened. She thumbed through the envelopes, noting several bills that only fueled her frustration. When she spotted an envelope from her mother, who'd moved to Charm, Ohio, a year ago, she quickly tore it open. "Dear Lydia, I received your letter the other day and was sorry to hear that you'd lost your job. It's not good for you to be there with no family, and I think you and Josh should come here to live with your grandfather and me. Since Holmes County has the largest population of Amish in America, a lot of tourists visit here every year. I'm sure it would be easy for you to find a job in the area. I could watch Josh while you're working, and you'd have a place to stay where you wouldn't have to worry about paying rent. Please think about this and let me know your decision. As always, Mom." Tears welled in Lydia's eyes. Things had been strained between her and Mom for a long time. It touched Lydia that Mom cared enough to suggest that she and Josh move to Charm.